there were lots of people, myself included, who stopped really consuming the NFL as a product a couple years back due to concussions and the violence, but definitely with Colin Kaepernick. And, I saw a net positive to my life by not, putting so much energy into a Sunday to like consume a thing. And so like I haven't really kept up. I watched the Super Bowl and I'm generally aware of things that happen when like somebody has a heart attack on the field. But like basketball is not something that I'm going to divest from. Right. And like I can feel guilty about that by continuing to contribute my dollars both through NBA League Pass, the amount of my cable bill, let's be honest, my parents' cable that I still watch, that goes to ESPN and therefore ESPN and TNT and therefore, the league and trickles down to the teams and the players. And, when I actually do go to games, but like, do I feel guilty about that? No. But like, it's because I don't expect these places to be these like bastions of liberatory space. And like, America is racist, right? America is built on the foundation of racism and oppression and, capitalism where we're trying to extract, people who are trying to extract value from people who don't. And that's just the game that we're playing. If we're not going to like completely divest, what is a sports fan to do? Like, how do you as a sports fan continue to consume with the consciousness that you have?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. And I have to throw another analogy in here relative to that. Getting to your point of should we have that expectation, knowing what we know about this particular system? I liken that to the overall question that, because, of course, Black people are not a monolith. We're different in our thoughts and deeds. And it takes me to that Oscar So White, sort of small movement that went on where some Black people were saying, they need to be more diverse, the Golden Globes, all these awards. Whereas other people are saying, no, why do you concern yourself with this? Why do you
need that validation?
Right. Why do you need that validation? And I think that particular type of argument then goes into this situation. So let's look at this comparatively. The NBA is arguably the most global U.S.-based sports league. And the reason why I'm not saying MLS is because it's just now growing here,
Yeah. And like the Premier League is where people go to like consume soccer.
Exactly.
Sorry, football.
No, you're fine. Yeah. And so, as you mentioned, the NBA has become, of course, more European-based players are now coming to the league and becoming superstars, MVPs, whereas the NFL is trying to do that. And so I remember going to London a few years back when I was I got a team up with some colleagues there about understanding how the NFL was trying to infiltrate the UK. Just randomly asking people, what are your thoughts about this? And overwhelmingly so, they were saying, we don't want American imperialism. And so
sports are soft power.
Right. And because, again, China is a big fan of the NBA, and like you say, those business dealings that are happening, and we're seeing less concussion type injuries and stuff in the NBA, whereas the NFL has had a slew of controversial issues. One begs the question of, how can we love one sport and hate the next, right? But here's the thing. The NFL, the problem with the NFL, and I'm not sure about the NBA, but at least this is what I know from the research, is that for anyone who is on the left and the right. The NFL has largely, at least its owners have donated largely to the right in years. And so the players, particularly those in the Players Coalition, kind of, pushed the NFL for this whole Inspire Change initiative, was saying that, okay, if you're going to inspire change, then you need to stop donating to people who are against our causes. Okay?
Yeah.
But we see that the NFL still does that while also trying to expand. And so I think in both the NBA and the NFL are, like the government said back in the Occupy Wall Street days, are too big to fail, despite the fact that we see so many injustices. I think now it's having to continue to challenge their system is the best path forward. The players are the players. As much as LeBron has made over his career, the Cleveland Cavaliers owner who lambasted him for leaving to go to Miami in the first place is still going to be that owner long after LeBron retires. So it's the challenge of the systems of these sports leagues that, if we're talking about wanting them to be better, if we so choose that, some of us don't care, then that's the way to go.